reject bin. It's the Raggy Dolls, Raggy Dolls, dolls like you and me. Raggy Dolls, Raggy Dolls, made him perfectly. So if you got a bump on your nose or lumps on your toes, do not despair. Be like the Raggy Dolls and say I just don't care. 'Cause Raggy Dolls, Raggy Dolls are happy just to be Raggy Dolls, Raggy Dolls, dolls like you and me.
It was a lovely, sunny, windy day, and the Raggy Dolls decided that it was perfect for sailing. As they made their way to the river, they came across Pumpernickel, the Scarecrow.
Hello, hello, said Pumpernickel cheerfully. Well, if it isn't my old pals, the Raggy Dolls. What are you up to today?
We're going sailing, said Dotty.
Sailing, eh? Said Pumpernickel. I didn't know you had a boat.
Oh, yes, said Princess. We've had a boat for ages. It's lovely. We found it in the reject bin, said Back to Front. All that was wrong with it was the engine, and we fixed that, no problem.
Well, well, said Pumpernickel. Aren't you lucky? Where'd you keep this boat, then?
Down by the river, explained Lucy.
Mais oui, said Claude. It is, how you say, tied up, where no one can find it. Well, mind how you go, then, warned Pumpernickel. Be careful.
We will, said the Raggy Dolls, and they carried on their way. The Raggy Dolls had used the boat quite a lot since their very first trip. Sad Sack remembered it well. They were swept out to sea and had to spend the night on a strange beach. Now, all of them knew what they had to do on a boat. They even had a name for it, the Spirit of Adventure.
Cast off,
ordered Dotty, who liked to be captain. The Raggy Dolls untied the mooring rope, and soon the Spirit of Adventure was skimming through the water, its sails trimmed to suit the breeze.
We'll steer upriver to the old windmill,
said Dotty. Aye, aye, Captain, cried the Raggy Doll crew. The air was fresh, the sun sparkled on the water. It was a perfect day. This is the life, thought Sad Sack. The Spirit of Adventure cruised smoothly through the water. The Raggy Dolls passed a family of swans. The father came to investigate and swam alongside.
Good morning,
he said.
How far are you going?
just up to the old windmill.
Ah, yes, said the swan. We've just come from there. You'd better watch out. There are noisy people on the river today. Take care.
We will, called the Raggy Dolls. And the swan swam back to his family.
I wonder what he meant by noisy people,
said Lucy. I haven't a clue, said Back to Front. The Raggy Dolls sailed on until they could see the old windmill in the distance around a bend in the river.
What's that noise?
Called Dotty. Before anyone could answer, a huge speedboat came rushing towards them. It was bouncing and going so fast the driver couldn't see the Raggy Doll's little boat.
We'll make for the riverbank,
ordered Dotty.
Prepare to come about.
Dotty steered while the Raggy Dolls pulled the ropes and swung the sails. But were they in time? Yes, it looked as though the speedboat might miss them. But behind the speedboat they could see a man on water skis. He was holding onto a rope and leaning back and going at such a speed. Whoosh! He went to the left. Then whoosh! He went to the right. But then he came straight towards the Raggy Dolls. Oh no, moaned Sad Sack. He's going to hit us! A huge wave lifted the Spirit of Adventure right out of the water. The Raggy Dolls were tossed into the air, and they all landed on the soft grass of the riverbank, except Sad Sack, who landed on a thistle. Oh, 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 he yelled. River hogs! But the speedboat and the man on water skis were out of sight. The Spirit of Adventure lay on its side, but appeared to be undamaged. Dotty found her voice at last. "Is everyone all right?" she asked. The Raggy Dolls picked themselves up and nodded.
"I'm not,"
said Sad Sack, rubbing his bottom.
"Those prickles are sharp."
Just then, the Swan arrived.
I saw what happened. It's a disgrace. People are such pests. Are you all right?
"Yes, thank you," said Princess. "Just a little shaken." "Oh, do you think they'll be back?" said Lucy. "I don't want to go back on the boat until I'm sure they've all gone." "None of us can get on the boat until it's back in the water," said Dotty.
Can I help?
said the Swan. "Yeah," said Back to Front. "If we stand the boat up, could you pull it into the water?"
I think so.
And the Swan reached down with his long, long neck and picked up the mooring rope in his beak. The Raggy Dolls heaved, and the Swan pulled, and at last the spirit of adventure was back in the water. "Oh, well done," said Princess, clapping her hands. "We are so grateful." The Raggy Dolls gave the Swan 3 cheers. The Swan bowed his elegant neck and swam away. "We'd better check the boat for damage," said Hi-Fi. Luckily, all that was wrong was a few twisted ropes. The Raggy Dolls soon untangled them, and everything was shipshape once more. "I think we'd better take down the sails and use the engine," said Dotty. "The wind isn't in the right direction for going back." Claude, Princess, Back to Front, and Lucy took down the sails, while Hi-Fi started the engine. "Cast off!" ordered Dotty. Soon the spirit of adventure was happily chugging along. "That speedboat must be out to sea by now, thank goodness," said Dotty. "What a lucky escape we had," said Lucy.
Mais oui, said Claude. It is très fortunate that none of us was hurt.
"Poor Sad Sack was, though," said Back to Front.
Landing on a thistle can be nasty.
"Yes, indeed," said Princess. "Are you all right now, Sad Sack?" There was no reply. "Sad Sack, where are you?"
Where's he gone?
said Back to Front. Sad Sack was nowhere to be seen.
Doll overboard! Doll overboard!
shouted Claude.
What?
said Dotty.
Quick!
said Back to Front.
Get the lifebuoy!
Lucy ran to where the lifebuoy was normally kept. "It's not there!" she wailed.
"Don't worry,"
called Sad Sack.
Where are you?
shouted Dotty.
"Behind you."
said Sad Sack. The Raggy Dolls rushed to the back of the boat, and there, sitting in the lifebuoy, being towed along, was Sad Sack. "Sad Sack, what are you doing? Trying to water ski?"
"No, that thistle really hurt my bottom,"
explained Sad Sack.
"and this nice, cool water is making it feel a lot better."
The Raggy Dolls all laughed. "Doll overboard indeed," giggled Dotty, as the spirit of adventure headed for home.
It's not much of a life when you're just a pretty face. Just to be whoever you are is no disgrace. Look around and you will find people of every kind, like the Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls,
dolls like you and me. Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls,
made him perfectly. So if you're not at ease with your knobbly knees and your fingers are all fuzz, stand on your 2 left feet and join our Raggy Doll chums. 'Cause Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls,
Raggy Dolls
Raggy Dolls
are happy just to be Raggy Dolls.